sejahtera to everybody, especially to our Tumpara Kitchen CEO, William. I'm very pleased because I didn't know him out of the blue. Patricia introduced, and for me, with our resources and experience of flooding in Penampang, we are always ready to open our arms. And it's a start, but I talked to him about this interest. So thank you, Dr. Ram, because you've given this beautiful place for us this morning, from Bomba, APM, Pakos, and also from the district office. They are our frontliners whenever there is a disaster in Penampang. I'm sorry if I'm supposed to think of Sabah, but this is why we should think about the future today. For me, it's very important that we start somewhere, and I think that was what William's message to me. So I welcome everyone who came here in support, and we will. For me, I have seen, because I've been all over Sabah, I've seen the impact in Kinabatangan, in Pitas, Beaufort, and even in places where you think will not flood. Nowadays, if I look at Kapayan, my area, which is in my constituency, could be a microcosm of what the situation is in Sabah. We have, even in the hills, there we can have serious landslides, as we have seen in the situation in Sugud. All those who are living up in the mountain where there's heavy rain, it's not just about flooding water there, but it could be very, very serious erosion. That was our worst situation. And as you said, my experience every time we Bomba and district office, Majlis will come with our broom. We have a broom army. And always when we do that, I remember for Sugud, for 2-3 months, people were practically digging in a, how do you call it, like with our spade and champul, and of course, for outside it's easy, like you can use a machine. And this involves a lot of human and energy and human resource. And for each one of them, of course, we need food and drinks. And I always remember this is one of our biggest, in fact, the biggest budget they normally have is food, and not, actually the penyapu or the brooms and well, unless of course we are using a shovel and you have to involve machines. So as William was saying, we have to be prepared. We have to accept the fact that climate change is on us, and we have to prepare for every disaster. And we don't want to be caught unprepared. And it's not just that. I think when we need a big disaster, almost every day there's disaster where people's lives are threatened and they need some emergency food. Apart from that, all our workers, like William was saying when we heard the situation in Turkey. So Bomba, APM, Pejabat Daerah, we all have tempat pemindahan, and we have people who have to feed all the personnel. And I am sure kebajikan who have to prepare. I also remember during PKP how much we have to prepare for food. It's not easy when all shops are closed, and then we should be ready with the food. We can't be waiting before they can come. And when we're last minute, as you know, when disasters strike, it's very easy to have food that are very expensive. We know that. Bukan juga yang sengaja lah, tapi itu yang situasi dia. Some do take advantage, and if you have, especially in areas where you have no other place to go, you have to rely on a few who have the money, the resources, and if we don't have the money, then we are at a disadvantage for sure. Also, this to me is something very important, and I'm very glad that we are starting in Penampang, because I know the people here, I know the dedication of the people who does yang akan menjalankan kerja-kerja untuk semasa bencana. So, terima kasih kepada semua yang ada di sini dan kita harap kita akan bekerjasama. Saya berterima kasih kepada CIMB kerana dapat bukan saja meluangkan masa di sini, tapi mereka telah memberi pemikiran untuk membantu orang di Sabah dan Sarawak. Saya rasa biasanya selalu kita ketinggalan. So I believe with future for this project is really di tangan kita lah. And I will thank in advance William for all the technology and the knowledge that he is passing to us. As he said, developing this food, the Retort food is not easy. For every recipe, he's put in a lot of efforts, his own R&D, and also the thinking and the what are the ways to ensure that they are distributed in a fair manner. That's also another important aspect of disaster work, where you have to be also thinking of the very poor. Just because sometimes a place is not accessible, mungkin kita tidak dapat pergi di sana. So semua ini APM, Bomba, Pejabat Daerah yang sudah biasa dengan ini akan berfikir untuk itu. For me, I do believe that this is something I will raise with the government, with the, especially at the Dun level. I'm a bit sad to hear that in Sabah we didn't get the initial support that we wanted. I think sometimes it takes a lot of convincing, even though kita ini pun memang sudah biasa dengan kerja-kerja untuk bencana, tapi biasanya kita tak boleh imagine apakah yang keperluan dia ataupun terlupa. Jadi it is our duty, it's my duty also to raise this and ensure that better preparedness is there. I remember La Nina 1999 gitu kan, we were preparing for 1 year, sudah ada simpan beras dan makanan, tapi because it didn't come that time, we thought it will come by December, begitu kan. So sudah kena makan itu makanan yang disimpan. So by the time La Nina came, I think it was in January, a lot of people did not have food. They didn't imagine. Penampang, we were flooded and we were underwater for two days. All our paddy fields were, about 10 acres of paddy fields were gone. And it's also the trauma that comes with it. So we've worked with a number of groups also that also have, like UNICEF, to also think about the trauma after that. But first of all, when it happens, the first thing, we were like a group of people having scavenging in the village, looking for food and looking at our sunken fridge and whatever we can find there to feed the community. And that's just one community. I do believe that lain kali kalau kita sudah sedia ada satu community tempat dia, then we can go and that's where we will send this food. I think those are the things that yang kita perlu remember to plan. So in terms of this kind of more technical preparation for food, William, we will do our best. I will work together, not just with our team yang ada sekarang ini, to ensure that kita punya makanan ini it reaches the people who needs it most, but also that there will be more attention by the government in terms of giving this kind of support. Because once you have an initiative seperti ini, saya percaya lebih senang sudah untuk convince. It's usually the first step yang susah ini. And you have done a wonderful job to giving us the way. I understand you've already identified a place, tapi itu bukan the ending. Ini hanya satu di Penampang, mungkin sebagai satu tempat. So I think William has gone to Reke sudah di Pakos. Thank you Pakos for for accepting. Usually saya biasa sudah ini, siapa orang yang saya kenal Pak, mesti kau terima, saya bilang. And because the place that we have is for people. I remember that tempat yang kita buat itu di training di Penampang ini adalah tempat sawah padi kami yang paling bagus dulu. Tapi apabila bencana terjadi, that whole place is no longer possible to plant rice. So we started to have a complex lah, buat training center for people all over Sabah. And I'm very proud to say that I think just in that place you step foot yesterday itu, William, more than 10, mungkin lebih 10,000 orang sudah belajar dari kawasan yang kecil itu. So the 1 acre of paddy field, paddy land that my family used to do, but now already cannot use for paddy cultivation, has been used for for people, membangun masyarakat. So I hope that this will be an endeavor in future as a start. And kita boleh dengar yang nanti di sebelah East Coast, maybe in the northern area, which is also very susceptible to floods, akan juga memulakan sesuatu di sana, dan kita bersama-sama lah, bersama dengan CIMB, bersama dengan William dan semua yang ada di sini, mencari, terutama mungkin IDS juga, untuk mencari dana untuk memulakan. Sebab dia bukan senang untuk sesuatu inisiatif seperti ini hanya akan berteruskan kalau kita ada leadership, nomor satu. Kedua, kalau kita ada resources. So in future, I do believe that we must do our work properly. Jangan sampai ada dengar yang makanan yang tidak diberikan itu dijual macam tadi kita dengar, ataupun kita dengar yang hanya beberapa community. We must be when it comes to helping people, it must be devoid of any political, racial or religious overtones and macam ini. So I know this is a prinsip yang saya pegang, dan kita mau supaya in future endeavor macam ini akan dijalankan dengan hati yang yang melihat pada hak mereka yang perlu bantuan, dan bukan, it's not colored by any kind of discrimination in the basis of politics, race and religion. So ini I hope this is also, as far as future is concerned, William, we want to see it as something that will be a model, and I hope we will all be proud of what we are doing today, that we are part of an initiative which is new, and also something that in future generation will be improved further, and lagi ramai yang terlibat. So dengan ini sekali lagi, let's move forward for future of well preparedness in disaster, and also support ataupun bantuan semasa kecemasan yang boleh dikatakan sesuatu model untuk semua melihat. Kita gunakan prinsip-prinsip yang terbaik, prinsip-prinsip hak asasi manusia yang boleh dikatakan something we are proud of dari Sabah juga. Ada juga mungkin lain kali William, kita boleh cari kita punya resipi yang boleh katakan dari Sabah. So mungkin ada sudah inilah, tapi saya pun kurang tahu apakah resipi Sabah, tapi mungkin adalah inspirasi kita untuk hari ini ya. So thank you once again very much for approaching me, William, and also to CIMB for your generous donation, and kepada semua yang menerima, ataupun kita bilang the start, the pemangkin yang ada hari ini, memang penampang lah, tapi kita menjadi pemangkin untuk Sabah ya. So thank you so much kepada juga ahli-ahli media yang bersama-sama di sini, kepada Cyril dan pejabat saya dari pejabat Adun Kapayan dan semua staf IDS yang sudi memberi masa untuk pagi ini. Thank you, Ketahuadan.
Thank you everyone for being